Abby St. John is back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project.
I'm back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for another edition of Pet Project, and today we have Chaplin, this gorgeous dog, and you know, he was very excited earlier on. He is a little bit of a firecracker, but he is very intelligent and pretty well trained so far. Tell me about his story, how he came here, and you know, his personality.
Yeah, so don't let his calm demeanor right now fool you. He's quite energetic. He's very food motivated. But yeah, he definitely would benefit from a home that's active and would take him as a running partner. I'm sure he'd be great at running alongside the bike or going jogging with his owner. Would be a great hiking partner. He seems pretty good with other dogs. Obviously, you want to make sure you're introducing them slowly because he is kind of hyper and could, you know, be a little too pushy for some dogs. But really nice-mannered boy. He's so eager to please and food motivated. We were doing a lot of training with him beforehand, and that's why he's so calm now. But he is eager to earn the treats and likes to learn and picks up on cues really quickly. Yes, good sit. So yeah, he'd be a really fun dog, and he'd be one that I would love to see do dog sports. Can you go place? Because he would excel with anything like agility. He could try dock diving. I don't know if he likes the water, but you could find out. There's so many things he would enjoy just being active with his owner.
Especially if like you're a camping family as well.
Exactly.
Kids, I assume he's pretty well with kids. Maybe doesn't know his size over, but I assume he'd be fine really in any household.
Yeah, like small kids he might be a little bit much for, just because when he gets excited he does like to jump up, so we're still working on that. But he would really do well with older kids for sure that would play fetch with him and get the tug toy going and stuff like that. So any kind of active family I think he would flourish with.
And besides the jumping up, is there anything else that he really needs to work on, or really is that just
he could work on his kennel training and learning to settle, but as you guys seen and you were videoing, he's learning to target the place bed really well and learning to kind of chill on the bed until he's released off. So as long as someone's willing to continue his obedience training, I think he'll be a wonderful family member.
And he keeps focus pretty well as well. You were on the phone earlier and he sat there for pretty much 95% of the time. You know, closer to the end, he started, you know, maybe trying to sneak off, but he keeps his attention really well to whoever is training him or in charge. But again, food motivated, so that could also have been a factor as well. But he's a very well-behaved boy, and he would make a perfect addition to any household for sure.
Yeah, lots of fun to work with.
Now, a couple weeks, or last week and the week before, we were talking about the new cat kennels that came in. They're all set up. They look fabulous. Now it's the dog's turn. You'll be getting them very shortly. However, you are in need of some help with that. Tell me about that and what people should know and how they can help.
So we're pretty excited. The kennels are finally have an ETA, so we're expecting them to arrive at the end of next week. It's going to be a game changer for us and just make the setup at the new shelter so much better and easier for our staff to sanitize, a calmer environment for the dogs so that they can't see each other. It's a little more calm environment for them once we get those kennels in. That being said, we're going to have a lot of dogs that are misplaced in the shelter while we're trying to swap out the old chain link kennels for the new ones. So if anyone would consider fostering, even if it's just for like 24 to 48 hours, we're really looking for some experienced dog fosters that would consider taking a shelter dog home for a few days. We're likely going to be looking at the beginning of February, like the first couple weeks of February. So if you are interested, please reach out to the shelter. You can email us at info@borderpaws.ca or foster@borderpaws.ca, or even just stop in or give us a call. But consider housing a dog. It's great for them too, just even for the training and to be in that home environment. It's always a great thing when we have fosters stepping up for us. But right now, because the dog kennel is coming, we need help more than ever, and our adoption floor is right full. So we're hoping that we can get the majority of our dogs into foster homes so that it's easier for the guys to come in and just set up the kennels without stressing the dogs out with all the craziness that will be happening.
For sure, and you guys will provide everything.
Yes,
for
we
them.
provide food. We can let you have a kennel to borrow if you need, toys. Like, we have a really great supply of everything needed from our great supporters. So anything you need will be provided.
Wonderful. Now, there has been a little bit of the sniffles going around with the cats, and unfortunately, the cuddle room is the only one that's opened currently. So tell me about that process and what people should know about the other 2 cat rooms.
So unfortunately, our cat rooms 1 and 2, we had a couple of cats that were having some sniffles, like you said, and so we're just kind of containing them to make sure we don't spread anything around. It's more of like a cat cold. So we're not super concerned. We're just kind of making sure that we take all precautions to be safe. Everyone's fully vaccinated, so they're healthy and doing well. They're just having some sneezing. So we're containing the 2 rooms, and we're just asking volunteers to only utilize cat room 3, which is on your left when you enter the shelter. And it's the one where they're all loose
free
and
roaming,
hanging out, free roaming, and the couches and cat scratch posts are in there. So that's kind of the more fun room anyways.
Yeah, it's the best room for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And hopefully, you know, it doesn't get too severe and it's just a little bit of a sniffles or a tiny cold, and hopefully it doesn't spread too far. And you guys, it's great. The building is so, it goes to show that this building is just that much more fantastic because of how disease management is so effective here.
Exactly.
So that works out perfectly. Now finally, any donations that you're in need of currently?
We're still in pretty great shape. We got a lot of wet cat food donations and things, so we're doing well. The only thing I can think of to ask for is paper towel. We're getting low on paper towel from all our cleaning and extra sanitizing we've been doing. But other than that, we are doing really well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me again. And Chaplain was the perfect guest, and he will make the perfect addition to any household.
Yes, being quite the gentleman today.
Great.